Greetings, citizens! Justiguy has arrived, and after the battle at, well, not at 100 Line Last Defense Academy, actually. That was an away battle we just had. We split up to look for Ima. I've arrived there. It took a while, but I eventually found him locked up in a cage.
Are you all right? Hold on. I'll get you out now.
Mr. Sumino!
I swung my sword down on the lock. I was combining lock and apart. Down on the lock, and it broke apart with a loud noise. I opened the door quickly. It guided Ima outside, but then I saw something flashing out of the corner of my eye right next to the cage.
Bomb?
Next moment, I gotta say, this does not feel like Vashnessa's MO to use bombs, but I mean, I guess. I instinctively grabbed Ima from behind. The snap action meant my body shielded Ima from the brunt of the blast, and that gives me another reason to be out of commission for like another 20 days. The scalding pain ripped through my back. I choked down a cry of pain and asked,
Ima, are you okay? Yes.
"Aww."
But what about you?
Don't worry about me. As long as you're fine.
Huh?
No. Remember how I was talking about the whole dynamic of this? You know what? If they're like his kid siblings, that's kind of cute. And I think that might have been what they've been going for the whole time. And it probably would have been more obvious had I been paying attention to the whole Mr. thing / probably hearing them how they address them in Japanese. But it's a dynamic I can get behind.
Mr. Sumino? Mr. Sumino! Mr. Sumino!
Oh, you're all right. I can't say you're a good kid, Imam, but you're not hopeless. Oh, fuck. What were we on? I don't think we weren't on day 40, were we? Or in the 40s, rather. So I woke up to the expected sight of Nozomi sitting right in front of me. This time, she wasn't shocked at all. Instead, she looked at me with a gentle softness in her eyes.
Morning. You're awake now?
Oh, that's a nice change of pace. I didn't have to ask about the day since it was mentioned in the announcement just now, even though when I woke up the last time, it was still mentioned, and I did not remember that time, but we're not going to talk about that.
It's day 50 today.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about the feeding drips. We went to the second academy and brought a whole lot back.
Oh. Thanks as always.
You should thank the others, too. They were the ones who actually got the drips. And I wasn't the only person taking care of
Is it going to be Ima? Are we going to have a cute little brother? I sat up in bed. For some strange reason, I wasn't feeling any aches or pains. Bow, bow, bow. Seemed fine physically. The truth is, your external injuries weren't as bad as they seemed. Which means the real reason I was out for such a long time was because of the fainting disease. I think so. Has anything changed? If you mean the murder cases, we haven't made any progress. Ima and Darumi are still denying they were working together. Tsubasa and I don't believe they did anything either, but the others... Oh, something else has changed, though. Ima's been taking part in the defensive battles. What? You shielded him back at the enemy relay station, remember? He said he's joining the fight for you. I see. That said, he's still as reticent as ever, and hardly ever leaves his room otherwise. Who can blame him, though? Other than Tsubasa and me, everybody's suspicious of him. But he did say that he was willing to tell you, and only you, everything. Really? Yeah, so go find him later, okay? Later? Are you expecting me to not act right now after what you just told me? Look at him, he's so happy to be helpful. I jumped up and dashed outside immediately. Why are we putting the sexy jazz music on after I'd been sent? Oh, God. Mr. Sumino. First of all, thank you for saving me that day. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Don't mention it, really. What I really want to hear from you is some answers. Ima nodded firmly. I was going to tell you everything after you woke up anyway. Not only because I owe you a debt of gratitude, but also because I'm now sure you couldn't have been the killer. Because the real killer would never risk his own life to save me like that. It is my deepest desire to find the person who killed my dear sister, and then smash their face in with a hammer over and over again until there's nothing left of it. Yet I am but a detective's assistant. I do not deal well with deductions. So I have decided to entrust this earnest wish of mine to you. This is nice development. I have the utmost confidence that you have what it takes to bring the truth to light. I intend to do just that as soon as I get some answers from you. Now, first of all, why didn't you kill Donna? What? What? You think the killer is one of us, don't you?
Yeah.
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 That is a very funny way to sound in this situation. When Kako's body was found, you and Danomi were the only ones not in the gym. Unless you were the killer, but that can't be, right? Of course not. If so, from your perspective, only one other person could have been hiding in the storeroom at that point in time. None other than Danomi, yet you didn't go smash her head in with a hammer until there was nothing left. Why not? Mr. Sumino, I see what you are getting at, and you are right. It was because I knew it was possible for someone else to have been my dear sister's killer. Because there's a hidden exit in the storeroom, right? He nodded slowly in response to my question. Opposite the cockpit section of the escape pod lay a heap of metal containers. When we moved the heap away, we found a large ventilation shaft. Is this it? Yes, it's big enough for even Takemaru or Moko to pass through. You are quite right. Have you ever gone inside before? No, sir. I stuck my head into the shaft, but couldn't see anything in the pitch-black darkness. When did you realize there was a storeroom here? About day 10, I would say. My dear sister found the entrance first. She was the one who brought me here. After that, we would secretly visit this place together whenever we had some free time. It became something like a secret hiding spot. You know what would be really cool if you went back and like on some of the days where there was free times or you just had a moment to look around, they were just not on the map at all? That would be really cool. And like a subtle foreshadowing, but I don't know if they thought that far ahead and or that we even had moments like that to check. But anyway, I'm moving on. Why didn't you tell anyone? I did not tell you before because I thought you were my dear sister's killer. I did not tell the others because, well, promise me you will not get angry. Yeah, because my sister and I had intended to flee this place together in that escape pod. That's not possible. The door can't be opened manually. We thought we could do something about that by tinkering with the control system in the war room. Well, I sighed and continued the conversation. But you kept this place a secret even after Kako was murdered. If you'd told us about it, we'd be able to accept your assertion that Kako hadn't killed herself. I promised my dear sister that no matter what happened, I would never tell anyone about this place. She had tears in her eyes when she made me promise. I want us to live together in the Tokyo residential complex again, just the two of us. But we have to get out of this place first. We'll be killed one day if we stay here. Oh, poor Kako.
Yeah!
I believe I may have dropped the handkerchief at that time. When I was putting it back into my pocket after wiping my dear sister's tears away. This place was our sanctuary. We didn't want anyone else invading our space. Even after my dear sister lost her life, it felt like I would be desecrating her memory by allowing someone else in. That is why I told nobody. Large tears started rolling down Ima's cheeks, and I wordlessly held out his handkerchief to him. Ima accepted the handkerchief and clenched it tightly in his hand. He squeezed his eyes shut, and for a long time after that, his shoulders trembled nonstop. Hug him! Hug him! After Ima had calmed down, we climbed back up to the surface. Tsumasa was in the garage as usual when we stepped inside. Ima, you're an unusual sight around here. Even more unusual than me being awake. I mean, I already heard about you from Nozomi. She's been going around telling everyone the news, you know. Anyway, what's up? Just wanted to know if there's a recon drone anywhere around here with lights and cameras if possible. Yes, but what do you need it for? It's kind of hard to explain. Can you just come with us and bring the recon drone? We need it to solve the case. Tsumasa blinked a few times in quick succession at Ima's words. Alright, give me a sec. Uh-oh, if there's a ventilation shaft here, then that means... I see how it is now. Yeah, exactly. You gotta appreciate, unlike that other route that we shall not be named, it was the Slayer, Slayer? It wasn't Slayer. Slasher! It wasn't named until I remembered. We're letting the audience infer things. It's good. Kind of. Shut up. If Kako was killed, the presence of this shaft makes everybody in this academy a suspect, including the quote-unquote safers for Shoma's case. including me, you still brought me here. Does that mean you trust me? Kind of, sort of. You don't sound very sure. I'll take it, though. Okay, let's start. Thanks. We used the drone to investigate the ventilation shaft. As a result, we were able to make a few discoveries. Right, in summary, this... Is the fucking time machine down here, too? Or is that like... Is this... Speaking of Dragon Ball, is that going to be another... Well, it was in the basement below the basement. In summary, this is what we learned. First of all, the shaft bends in a zigzag shape a few times and extends toward the school building. It splits into a grid structure halfway and connects to different parts of the building. Anyone using this can basically exit from anywhere they like. However, the bends are extremely narrow and people our size can't possibly get through them. Only someone with a body the size of a small child could have gone through those bends. I'm more concerned about what we found halfway. Yeah, me too. This thing, right? This thing that caught on a protrusion in the interior wall. It's Shoma's clothing, right? Thankfully, we were able to retrieve it because I had the foresight to attach a robotic arm to the drone. It's a piece of cloth, right? A square, green piece of cloth about an inch long. I looked at Ima and then Tsubasa. They looked at me with wide, questioning eyes. It was apparent they hadn't yet realized the grave implication behind this. Maybe a certain incident had blinded them to the existence of that possibility. I put the piece of cloth in my pocket, looked them both in the eye, and said, Tell everyone to gather at the gym at 7 p.m. tonight. Huh? This is quite sudden. Please, just do it. They turned and looked at each other. I don't mind. What will you be doing until then? Well, you'll see. That's totally not suspicious, Takumi. I had enough proof to make my case, but I wanted just one more piece of key evidence. So I went to the back of the school, the place where Shoma had been stabbed. I spent a few hours thoroughly investigating every nook and cranny. Before long, the sun set and my shadow started growing longer. Soon it took the form of a hedgehog that would go on to become the star of the most popular, greatest selling, most well-written video game adaptation of all time. It was at that time that I found something, a faint trace of blood on the corner of a rock. It was maybe 30 feet away from where Shoma had been stabbed. I didn't think blood from his injuries could have sprayed that far, which meant... I entered the gym at 7 p.m. sharp to find everybody already gathered there. And now we will say it in red. Eva, you're here too. Yes, I have received an official release. I have been given Ato's room and do not have to sleep in the cage anymore. All credit goes to Takumi and Tsubasa. The remote detonator you suggested has allowed everyone to accept my presence with the greatest peace of mind. I duplicated the device and gave a copy to everyone. What the fuck? No! No, I don't need one. That aside, what are we all here for? Well, you see. I turned my gaze upward and then slowly lowered my head.
I figured out who killed Kako and stabbed Shoma.
What? That's an interesting expression, Dadomi. Wait, we're repeating. Mr. Sumino, wait a minute, please. You just said with absolute certainty that my dear sister was indeed killed. Yes, the situation points to that fact. Who did it? Ima, I need you to promise me something first. Promise you won't lay a finger on the killer when you realize who they are. I won't tell you the truth unless you promise me that. I saw him gritting his teeth with a scowl on his face. Still, he nodded firmly and said, Fine. I promise that I won't lay a finger on that accursed scum.
Good. All right. Much as I wish I didn't have to do this, here goes.
I'm very curious.
The person who killed Kako and stabbed Shoma.
Was Shoma himself?
It was. The name of that person is...
Oh no. No, don't tell me. Ross is wearing green. No way. Don't do it. Don't do it. The person who killed Kako and stabbed Shoma is... Check guide. Oh, it just says that. I will be extremely sad if it's Takemaru. Is there like a hidden choice on the side? I'm gonna save, hold on. With the green cloth, it's gotta be either Kurata or Shoma, right? Is Shoma the one behind this? Yes. This does not branch out into like 10 different paths,
The
though.
real killer.
Is...
You! Shoma Gensaki!
What are you talking about, Takumi? Have you forgotten that I was a victim too? I was stabbed!
Stop running your mouth! And just watch as I expose every last detail of your criminal wrongdoings from start to finish.
Really? Oh, wow. We haven't done this in a while. I'll tell you what happened in chronological order. Let's start with Kako. Her estimated time of death is between 1 and 4 a.m. on day 27. You met up with her before that on day 26 to tell her to come to the gym during that period of time. So she showed up at the gym as asked, where you made up some reason for her to swallow that thing.
That thing? What thing?
I'm talking about TTX. Tetrodotoxin.
Tetrodotoxin. It's extremely poisonous. Ingesting just 1 to 2 milligrams is fatal. That's how you poisoned Kako to death. I was about to say, what if they put this little section in for every possible person? That reaction makes me question that thought, though. After poisoning Kako, you put the bottle of TTX into her right hand. Then you blocked the gym door using a mop as a latch, thinking you could make her death seem like suicide with all that nonsense. Once that was done, you climbed down the ladder at the corner of the stage and escaped into the escape pod storeroom. You already knew that shaft was there, because you'd seen Ima and Kako going into the trapdoor before. You did your homework and went down to check out the storeroom as well, before carrying out your plan. That's why you also knew about the ventilation shaft. You used that vent to return to the school building. That's the main reason causing me to single you out as the culprit. The main reason?
Anyone could have used the ventilation shaft to get back into the school. You can't accuse me of being the culprit because of that.
Oh, yeah?
I can. Because of how the shaft bends in a zigzag shape and extends towards the
Oh, no. I just realized. Okay. Anyway. The bends are extremely narrow. Only someone with a body the size of a small child could have gone through those bends. In other words, the only one who could have gone through those narrow bends is you, Shoma. Can't say that for sure. A girl who was flexible enough could have passed through as well, right? This is odd. She is... If he did... No, it's physically impossible. Anyway, there was something left behind in the ventilation shaft. That's what's going to serve as irrefutable proof of your guilt.
Irrefutable proof? Let's see this proof. What is it?
Here it is. This square piece of inch-wide green cloth.
Out of all of us, only Kurata, Takemaru, and Shoma wear something green on them. But Kurato's tomato mask isn't made of cloth, so this scrap can't be hers. The shade of green on Takemaru's jacket is less vibrant than the scrap, too. Shoma, turn around.
Why?
Just do it. I just checked. Part of Shoma's backpack has been torn. We did this so we didn't have to have a fucking sprite for it. The torn part perfectly matches this cloth scrap. Indeed, I too witnessed it and have concluded they are a perfect match. Urge! You couldn't have passed through the narrow bends of that shaft while still wearing your backpack, but you couldn't leave it in the shaft either. So you tied the shoulder straps to your feet and pulled it along as you climbed up. That's how the backpack got caught on a sharp edge protruding out of the inner wall of the shaft. This cloth scrap got torn off because of that. No. This is fake evidence planted by the real culprit. Someone's trying to frame me. If that was the case, then why would that someone stab you? That one act would be completely divert all suspicion away from you. Now this next part is all just conjecture. Shoma, you were actually intending to kill Ima as well, weren't you? The plan went awry because Kako showed up at the gym alone. So you had no choice but to kill only her. But that made things difficult for you because Ima knew about the storeroom as well. What's more, he also knew about the ventilation shaft. If he told anybody about that shaft, this would no longer be a locked room case. And if we pursued the case as a murder, we would eventually close in on you. So you wanted to kill Ima afterward, but it was almost dawn by the time you crawled out from the ventilation shaft. That left you with no time to do anything about Ima. So you panicked and started thinking about ways to remove yourself from the suspect list. That's how you ended up deciding to kill yourself. If you could make everyone think you had been mutilated by the culprit, we would never dream of suspecting you. I'm being ridiculous. This is way too bold a plan for someone like me.
Who would dare kill themselves just to make it seem like they were innocent? What's the point of being seen as innocent if you're dead?
Bingo.
Of course. Actually dying was never part of your plan.
Never. In fact, you were absolutely confident you wouldn't die because we have the Revive-O-Matic in the infirmary. But for that to work, you had to die in a way that allowed us to find your dead body quickly. After all, we wouldn't be able to revive you if too much time had passed. That's why you screamed, right? And right after the morning it is suspicious that he didn't remember. So right after your morning announcement so that everyone could hear you. Then you stabbed yourself all over and temporarily ended your own life. I can't believe I'm listening to this. Please be realistic. No one in their right mind would willingly stab themselves that many times.
It just doesn't make any sense. We're not talking about cutting your wrists or slitting your throat here. Stabbing your own body over and over again like that? You'd be in too much pain to physically continue after a while. It's just not possible.
Is that so?
No, it is possible.
If you injected yourself with a powerful anesthetic, like Gammafiel. Remember what Yugamu said? At the proper dilution. Was he there when he said that, though? This substance can numb the body's pain and emotional receptors without causing loss of consciousness. Yep, and I still stand by that. It does make sense. So you're trying to say I used that drug to do the deed, right? But where would I even find a drug like that? You probably stole it from somewhere.
Stole it from where? You can't just gloss over the details like that.
From the biolab.
The room isn't locked and everyone has access to the shelves. Getting the drug from there wouldn't have been a problem for you. All right. Assuming that I did inject myself with that anesthetic.
How did I get rid of the hypodermic needle afterwards? When you found me at the back of the building, was there anything like that on me? There wasn't, right?
You must have tossed it somewhere far away when you were done with it.
What about the knife? Where did the knife I used to stab myself disappear to? You tossed that far away as well, just like you did with the syringe. Did anyone find any of those things at the scene? No, but nobody searched the area nearby on day 27, the day of the incident. You could have collected those items the next day, on day 28 after you woke up. But still, you're just guessing at this point. Got no real proof. No proof that I threw the knife away after stabbing myself. I do have proof. It's not with me right now, but I did find something. There was something some 30 feet away from where we found you.
What was it? What did you find?
A blood stain.
I saw bloodstains. Just a little patch on the corner of a rock.
In a place where blood from your injuries couldn't have reached. Those stains proved that the bloodied knife had been thrown over there. It's enough already. It doesn't matter what you're trying to say because you have no solid
The
proof.
green cloth was the only piece of substantial evidence you managed to produce. Anyone could have left that behind to frame me. All it proves is that I could have committed this crime. But it doesn't prove that I was the only one who could have done it.
I don't know if any of that one actually mattered.
It's time you stopped playing dumb, Shoma.
Oh, that is quite an expression, Takumi Sumino. I do actually have another piece of conclusive evidence. What? The bottle of TTX Kako was holding? Your fingerprints were on it.
That can't be. It can't be. It just can't. It can't!
Why is that?
My fingerprints can't be on that bottle. I was wearing gloves when I... Uh-oh.
You fell for it.
No! That was just a slip of the tongue.
Was it?
I mean, it was just... Anyway, I'm not...
Give it up, Shoma. I'll say it again. The person who killed Kako by making her drink TTX. It was none other than you!
What is with this delivery?
Shoma Genzaki!
Shoma Genzaki! Oof. Okay, where the fuck are we going with this? Takumi, you got a few things wrong, but for the most part, you are correct. It was me, I killed Kako. Back off, Ima, you promised. So, which parts did I get wrong? The entire premise to begin with. I did not kill her of my own volition. I was ordered to do so by a certain someone. Let's call this person X for now. Stop trying to make excuses for yourself. I'm telling the truth, please believe me. Tell us more about this order you received. Does this have anything to do with the game made by also these people, Shuten Order? Ho ho ho! Just before dawn on day 26, I woke up to someone tapping on my cheek. When I opened my eyes, X was there right in front of me. He didn't lock the door. I did! I think X was already hiding inside before I came in, under the bed or something. What did X say? X said,
I killed Gaku and intend to make you my next target. But I'll let you off if you follow my instructions. If you go against me or tell the others about my existence, I'll blow up the bomb inside your body immediately. Yes, the bomb planted in all of your bodies by that robot known as CRA.
okay, so, not to give undue credit, but if they didn't really detail what happened to Nigo. What if they said Nigo, I think, blew himself up or something? What if that didn't happen, and from the fucking conspiracy theory or whatever, what if Nigo and that would also account for why there's not another life form showing up, if it's Nigo, like, piloting some kind of human-shaped mech. Or Nigo's body. Just who is this X person? I don't know. They were wearing a long black poncho. They wore a mask over their face and used a voice changer to hide their real voice. That sounds like the fake stabber you made to fool us. I mean, it's true I wasn't stabbed by a person of that description, but that person definitely exists. What happened after that? I followed X's instructions. I didn't want to be killed the way Gaku had been. X came up with the entire plan. He told me about the ladder shaft, escape pod hangar, and ventilation shaft. The tetrodotoxin. It was X who obtained that bottle of TTX-2. After that, I simply asked Kako to meet using the script X had prepared. And what did the script say? To speak to her on the afternoon of day 26. Kako, I know about the storeroom with the escape pod, too. I did some research in the library and found a way to open the cockpit and launch a pod into space. So, would you like to escape from this academy together with me and Ima? If so, come with Ima to the gym tonight at 2 a.m. The plan was to kill not just Kako, but Ima as well, because they were the only other people who knew about the storeroom. Killing them both at the same time in a locked room would make their death seem like a suicide. But only Kako showed up at the gym at the specified time, 2 a.m. Why? Kako said this. I haven't told my dear brother what you told me yet. First, I need to verify whether your information is authentic or not. If it's true, then we set off tomorrow. But keep it a secret from my dear brother, all right? I want to surprise him. I hesitated to execute the plan because she showed up alone, but X also told me.
If you chicken out and do nothing, I'll still blow you up.
So, I asked Kako a water bottle mixed with TTX. Takumi more or less covered what happened after that until I returned to the school building, except I had not foreseen that my backpack would get torn along the way. After returning to the first floor of the school building, I was at a loss because I didn't know what I was supposed to do about Ima. It was going to be difficult to kill him because the sun had already risen by then. Suddenly X appeared again.
Ima probably knows about the ventilation shaft. If he spills...
Who was it that found... It's not going to be... I'll be pissed if it's Takemaru, but it wouldn't be, right?
They'll start investigating the case as a murder instead of assuming it was a suicide. The morning announcement will be playing soon. You won't make it back to the roof in time. Somebody will realize you were out and about before dawn.
Exciting.
Rest assured, for if you do as I say, you'll never even make it to the suspect list.
That's why you went to the back of the building and... Yes, I had been left with no other choice. And I was hesitant right up till the moment I injected myself with the gamma fiel. Once I did that, it was as if my sense of fear completely evaporated. X gave me the gamma fiel as well, along with a knife and syringe. I'm pretty sure X must have been the one to collect the knife and syringe that I dropped after I did the deed. Because I know I definitely didn't retrieve them. His story thus told, Shoma slumped his shoulders and bowed his head deeply. Now how will everyone react to this information, citizens? Will Shoma get his head bashed in with a hammer? I mean, Ima promised not to, but... we know what Ima's capable of. And we can't really even blame him this time. Regardless, we're not going to find out now, so you'll have to tune in next time, because until then, I'm afraid this is going to have to be farewell.